Connection to local trading network established. Nostrop, or Taladian sun oil, is the main Taladi food product. It is mixed with various spices and sold in different flavors. The Taladi produce and mix it in so-called sun oil refineries based on sunflowers.
Wow. The price has just dropped.
Nostrop oil bought.
Jesus Christ, we're up to... Debts included, we're probably like 13 hours. 12 hours.
Target now locked on. Target now locked on. Beta IRE. This laser forge manufactures the widely used beta impulse ray emitter. This laser forge manufactures the widely used beta impulse ray emitter. This space missile factory manufactures the Silkworm class space missile. It combines the latest.
Okay, this one, both seem to have a ton of this material, but this one actually has a freighter for 4,000 coming for it. So they'll probably give a good price.
Please dock as soon as you get green position lights.
Successful.
Oh, well, that went well.
Connection to local trading network established.
Magnifique. Actually, no, Nostrop oil has really dropped here.
Nostrop oil sold.
Apparently, according to one guide, it seems you have to track down the individual goddamn freighters to get your money. To get money off them. Actually, I don't see why you would want to track them down. Maybe to give them more. It's the factories you'd want to go to. Maybe I took them up wrong.
Successfully.
Going to stations is no problem, but tracking down individual freighters will be a pain in my ass.
To local trading products are not bought.
Not sure if there's a faster way of doing this.
Nostrop oil bought.
As in selecting everything. Getting
target now locked on.
Since this is a little boring, honestly.
Beta.
You don't know how close I am in when I played Elite Dangerous, to do a bit of boredom there, started reading a bit of poetry. Getting close to trying to find the translations I saw of Gilgamesh talking to Ishtar and reading that, because it's fucking hysterical.
Successfully docked.
On behalf of Chairman
Let's
Keogh,
see.
the Talati Company are delighted for the opportunity to make great profits with such as you. Welcome on board this space missile factory.
Connection to local trading network established. The Silkworm missile combines the latest breakthroughs in quantum technology with a warhead able to destroy even heavily protected targets. The Silkworm
Weird.
can only be found on heavy battleships
There's-
like destroyers or carriers.
I sent a picture to a friend the other day that had the translation. I've since deleted it off my phone, but that seems to have deleted it out of WhatsApp. Weird. Where the hell is it? Because it's... No, not that.
Resources are not sold.
Has this price gone up? Jesus.
Nostrop oil sold.
Nearly have enough for transport. Ishtar's the heart gone cold. A broken door without the gold, a fort that shuts its soldiers out, a water well that's filled with doubt, tar that can't be washed away, a broken cup stained in grey, rock that shatters to dust and sand, a useless weapon in the hand, and worse than that, or even this, a god's own sandal filled with piss. And like, just my general understanding of it is, she just propositions him, and he immediately comes out with this. A goddess appears before you, and you start just rhyming on the spot, insulting the ever-loving shit out of her. If she was a mortal woman, she would have just died from that. Mortal man, mortal woman, they would have just dropped fucking dead. Because he then goes on to list various sexual escapades of hers, where she hasn't exactly heaped glory upon herself, such as the time she fucked a horse.
Successfully docked.
Or apparently did something absolutely heinous to a guy's penis.
Connection to local trading network established.
He described it as lupinized, which translates as ravaged. Or hungrily eaten.
Nostrop oil.
So I can only take it as she probably worked it up with a lot of teeth. A friend was saying that, another one was saying that maybe the lupinized translation is using a defunct use of the word, which is certainly a possibility.
Target now
But
on Space Missile Factory.
it could also
Heya.
be simply she ravaged it so bad sexually, it actually scarred it. Chick fucks horses, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, Jesus. Tammuz, a virgin boy who she took as a lover and elevated to divinity. According to fragmentary other tablets outside of the epic, thrown under the bus after descent into the underworld incident, since the divine soul would need to be traded for her life.
This is positive. Please dock as soon as
Fancy bird. Ishtar cut off a wing so it can fly away. A lion, which she dug a stake-filled pit to drop onto when she got bored of it. She killed his sheep too. The person saying this theorized that maybe she cut off his penis. They can't find what exactly they mean by lupinize. Oh, well, actually, they couldn't find what it meant at all. In my travels, I found out what it means. Ravaged or hungrily eaten. So, maybe she outright just ripped it off. She seems like enough of a psycho.
Successfully docked.
On behalf of Chairman Keogh, the Teladi Company are delighted for the opportunity to make great profits with such as you. Welcome on board this space missile factory.
Connection to local trading network established. The Silkworm missile combines the latest breakthroughs in quantum technology with a warhead able to destroy even heavily protected targets. The Silkworm can only be found on heavy battleships like destroyers or carriers.
Oh, Jesus, it's after going up even higher.
No strop oil sold.
Okay, we need to just keep taking advantage of this. And once I have a nice little nest egg going again, then I can break away and justify missing out on more.
Target now locked on Sun Oil Refinery Alpha.
I always have difficulty trying to find this.
Please dock as soon as you get green position lights.
There we go. I was hoping I could just get it off the conversation with the friend, but you know, I sent it to Mom, I'm sure, but
To local trading network established.
there's a bit of searching back to find out. Didn't message the friend as much. I'm sorry, this is the whole thing is just hysterical. There's someone online, and they've been posting a ton of apparently official art of Batman, and he looks more like monstrous and like they've they're yeah, they've been posting kind of apparently
Oil bought.
official art of Batman looking really monstrous and freaky. And if their comment on it was, and I very much agree with it, it's kind of like Batman would be maybe referenced as a monster by various mooks and whatnot, and
Target now
it's
locked
very
on. Space missile
the
factory
style
beta.
of the art. It very much fits with that idea. It's how the mooks may very well see him.
This is positive. Please dock as soon as you get green position lights.
Bloody hell. Okay.
Successfully docked.
On behalf of Chairman Keogh, the Palanai company are delighted for the opportunity to make great profits with such as you. Welcome on board this space missile factory.
Connection to local trading network established. The Silkworm missile combines the latest breakthroughs in quantum technology.
I wish I could remember the artist's name. Just they have a
No strop or
particular translation, and at least if I could find that picture, it's easier to know what the hell I'm reading.
Target now locked on. Sun Oil Refinery Alpha.
This is the Teladi Sun Oil Refinery. Seaswell Alpha. You are talking to the automated interaction system. Make your request. This is the positive. Please dock as soon as you get green position lights.
Whoa. Sometimes ship feels a little drunk. The handling isn't too bad, though.
Successfully docked.
Honestly, the game might be kinder at handling than maybe Elite Dangerous.
Connection to
But it's
local
been an
trading network established.
age and a half since I played that.
No strop oil bought. No target now locked on. Space Missile Factory Beta.
This is positive. Please dock as soon as you get green position lights.
Successfully docked.
On behalf of Chairman Keo, the Palanai company are delighted for the opportunity to make great profits with such as you. Welcome on board this space missile factory.
Connection to local trading network established. No strop oil sold.
One more lap. Maybe may want to make that 2.
Target now locked on. Sun Oil Refinery Alpha.
This is Patalati. Positive. Please dock as soon as you get green position lights.
I need to get off my ass and actually go edit Elite Dangerous.
Successfully.
I'll try and do that tomorrow, but I've been meaning to write for last while, and I haven't done anything.
Products.
Keep going the wrong way.
No strop oil bought. Target now locked on. Space Missile Factory Beta.
Finally, I've gotten it. I just had to use Google rather than DuckDuckGo.
This is Patalati. Positive. Please dock as soon as you get green position lights.
Bow Buddy. That's who it was. I could not remember their name.
Successfully docked.
On behalf of
I was
Chairman
worrying.
Keogh, the Palanai company are delighted for the opportunity to make great profits with such as you. Welcome on board this space.
Connection to local trading network established.
God,
Resources
that
are
ship
not
still hasn't
sold.
come in.
No strop oil sold.
So how am I financially? Finally. I had to download the fucking pictures so I could actually see them. Come on.
Target now locked on.
Let me
Southern
rotate.
Oil Refinery. Alpha.
Thank you.
This is the Taladi Sun Positive. Please dock as soon as you get green position lights.
Ishtar looked up at Gilgamesh's handsome pride. Come to me, she whispered. Come to me and be my groom. Let me taste all parts of you. Treat you as husband and be treated as your wife. And as a gift I'll give you one regal coach of gold and blue, with wheels of yellow also new, that I would flatter all your might, with the sight of demons driven off by my own God, by my own man. Come to my home, most sweetly scented of all places, where holy faces wash your feet with tears, as do the priests and priestesses of gods like Inu, almighty hands of kings and queens. Gilgamesh replied to Ishtar thus, But how could I repay you as a wife, and still avoid the bitterness and strife to follow you? Is it a perfume for a dress you want, or me? Here's a song I made for you. Ishtar is the heart gone cold, a broken door without the gold, a fort that shuts its soldiers out, a water well that's filled with doubt, tar that can't be washed away, a broken cup stained and grey. A rock that shatters to dust and sand, useless weapon in the hand, and worse than that or even this, a god's own sandal filled with piss. You've had your share of boys, that's true, but which of them came twice for you? Let me now list the ones that you just blew away. And then he starts listing some, but they put their art over the translations of it because
Target
it's...
now locked on. Space Missile Factory.
Oh,
Beta.
shipments just came
Space
in.
Missile Factory manufactured.
Seems like I'll still get a good price on this though. There's talk of Tammuz the Virgin, the lust for fancy, and cutting the bird's wing off.
Please dock as soon as you get green position lights.
Do a flip. There we go. And trapped a line and had it fuck her. Now, this they didn't hide.
Successfully docked.
You let a horse in your back door by laying on a stable floor. Then you built the world's first chain to choke his throat and end his reign. You let him run with all his might, as boys will sometimes do at night. For you harnessed his brute force with labor fierce and mean divorce. You fondled once a shepherd boy who baked buns for your tongue's delight.
Connection to local trading network established.
for your tongue's joy, and daily killed his lamb so coy. So in return for gifts like those, you chose the Lupinoise his toy. When his brothers saw his penis, they knew you'd done something heinous. Ishnola trimmed your father's trees and brought you carrots, dates, and peas. So mighty you sat down to feasts, then turned your thoughts to raping beasts. You saw him naked once and said, "Come, Ishnola." Ishula anew into my bed, and force your force into my head. Place your fingers where men dread to touch a girl who's dead. And in turn he said this to you: "What is it that you'd have me do? I know, kind mother, I won't eat if I can't match your female heat." And just the idea of it is hysterical to me. A goddess appears before you. Not just any goddess, but as far as I can gather, she's like the daughter of the king of the gods. And while Gilgamesh is a demigod, 2/3 god apparently to 1/3 mortal, she is still the daughter of the king of the gods. So she appears before you trying to seduce you, and rather than just a simple rejection will probably piss her off to begin with. But going this far, just start, doing just random bit of, would slam poetry be the phrase? And like ripping her a new one through it. It's like, Jesus. The man does not know the concept of chill. I need to back a little. But yeah, a goddess appearing before you, trying to seduce you. And you proceed to start rhyming at her about how terrible an idea of being in a relationship with her is.
Successfully.
And just... It's hysterical to me. It's just fucking hysterical to me.
Established. No strop oil bought.
I think after this trip I should have enough. I can buy a singular fighter and a singular transport ship. There is the... Looking at this, there's my mine. Aren't the... Yeah, sorry, no, I put my mine in a good place. The E's are right next to it, so my transport ships won't have to go far. So, yeah, they should be fine. So, all the defense is over on the right-hand side. But... I should be grand. But yeah, I just find that fucking hysterical.
Now locked on. Space
just again, like the idea of a goddess has appeared before you, trying to seduce you. Others in that position will be cowed or honored or terrified. Gilgamesh is none of that. He just starts insulting her. Ishtar is the heart gone cold, a broken door without the gold. The keep that shuts its soldiers out. And just starts rhyming insults at her about how terrible being in a relationship she would be. And bluntly saying, how would I be able to treat you as a wife? Ward you as a wife and avoid the tragedy and doubt?
Connection to local trading network established. The silkworm missile combined.
But how could I repay you as a wife and still avoid the bitterness and strife that follow you? Is it perfume for a dress you want? Or me?
Silkworm products are not bought.
Like, my God. It's fantastic. And this is, again, just suddenly dropped. It was never so aggressive before. Okay. Worse than that, or even this. A god's own sandal filled with piss.
Target now locked on Teladi Shipyard Alpha.
Worse than that, or even this. A god's own sandal filled with piss. Hysterical.
Target now locked on ore mine.
Crack my jaw.
This is your positive. Please dock as soon as you get green position lights.
Interesting art there. When I can read it.
Successfully docked.
Welcome back to your ore mine.